Article 9. Speech and Articulation. Rebuild, Tools that Helped Me. Article Summary. This article addresses one of the most personal and challenging aspects of stroke recovery speech. It reframes speech impairment not as a fixed loss, but as a trainable, multi-system function that can improve through structured, consistent practice. It reinforces a core principle of the Rewired Runner approach. Speech recovery is built through small, repeatable actions supported by energy, breath, and environment. About the author. Mark Ford is a stroke survivor who turned ultramarathon runner and is the founder of Rewired Runner. He helps survivors rebuild belief, energy, and purpose through movement. Read by a text-to-speech AI. Important safety. Note, this article shares lived experience supported by research, but it is not medical advice. Stroke recovery and mental health responses vary widely. If you're experiencing persistent low mood, panic, trauma symptoms, or thoughts of self-harm, please reach out to a qualified clinician or crisis support in your country. Introduction. Losing ease with speech can feel like losing a piece of who you are. Words that once flowed now stick. Sentences wobble. Conversations drain energy. For me, speech is usually clearer earlier in the day and becomes less reliable as the day wears on. That doesn't mean ability has gone. Clarity can be influenced by multiple factors, such as fatigue, attention, breath support, timing, and cognitive load. I've also noticed a strong context effect. When I'm stressed or anxious, especially with certain people, my speech tightens and gets less clear. When I'm relaxed with someone I trust, it's significantly better. How I feel cognitively and emotionally shows up in my voice. Tension often shortens the breath, speeds the pace, and makes articulation harder. This isn't a perfection story. It's a toolbox built from years of practice, aimed at good gains, clearer, more reliable speech, and improved control over time. The sequence that helped most was simple. Breath to articulation to rhythm, / pacing to cognitive load. Small, high-quality sessions, done consistently, moved the needle. As my overall fitness improved, I noticed better energy through the day, and that often showed up as clearer, more reliable speech. With gradual adaptation, my body could train more, recover better, and build breath support through exercise. It wasn't a single cause, but fitness, breath control, and fatigue management worked together to support speech. Section 1. Why speech feels hard and fragile after stroke. Speech is a whole system task running in milliseconds. It draws on breath power and steady airflow, vocal fold control for voicing, articulation precision of lips, tongue, and jaw, timing / rhythm to keep words moving, attention and working memory to hold phrases together, emotion and stress regulation to stay relaxed while speaking. Stroke can affect any of these. Common patterns include aphasia, language processing, dysarthria, muscle weakness / coordination, apraxia of speech, motor planning, and voice weakness, reduced breath / volume. 2 ideas helped me keep perspective. 1. Clarity can change hour to hour and situation to situation, often shaped by fatigue, attention, breath support, timing, stress / anxiety, and other factors. 2. 10 focused minutes when my energy is best usually beats an hour when I'm drained. Section 2. What the science says. Plain language. Neuroplasticity builds usable pathways. Repeated intentional practice strengthens the circuits you need for speech. Neurons that fire together, wire together. Specificity and frequency matter. We improve at what we practice. The brain prefers short, frequent sessions, distributed practice, over infrequent marathons. Rhythm supports fluency. Pairing speech with a steady beat, walking cadence, finger taps, metronome, can stabilize timing and reduce hesitation. State, fitness, and arousal can influence performance. Breath support, posture, blood flow, autonomic steadiness, attention, stress level, and fatigue may all shape how clearly we speak. Building a basic aerobic base and practicing breath control often aligns with steadier articulation and pacing for some people. Calmer states can make speech feel easier. Higher anxiety can tighten muscles and shorten breath. Translation: practice the thing you want to improve in small, high-quality blocks, at times when you're most likely to perform well, often in the morning or just after gentle movement, and support it with calmer states. Section 3. The Toolbox. What helped? Work these in order. If time is tight, do steps 1 to 3 only. Aim for 10 to 12 minutes most days. Consistency beats intensity. 1. Breath and voice, 2 minutes. Slow exhale breathing. 4-second inhale to 6 to 8-second exhale times 6 to 8 cycles, shoulders relaxed. Humming on the exhale, soft, Feel a light buzz in lips/face. Optional lip trills, gentle, brrr, 3 to 5 times to connect airflow and voice. Why? Steady, supported air is the platform for clear sound. 2. Articulation precision, 3 minutes. Vowel ladder. M-A to M-E to M-I to M-O to M-U, over articulate, tall mouth shapes. Sequencing drill. Pataka, slow, then a little faster, clarity first, speed later. Word stretch, pick 2. Rehabilitation, electricity, catastrophic enunciate each syllable. Y. Targets lips, BE/BI/M. Tongue tip, DT/D/N. And tongue back, K/G, for cleaner consonants. 3. Rhythm and pacing, 3 minutes. Beat pacing, walk in place or set a metronome 60 to 80 beats per minute. Chunk reading. Read a paragraph, pause every 5 to 7 words while keeping a gentle outbreath. Syllable taps. For tricky words, tap once per syllable to keep timing steady. Y. Rhythm reduces rushing and stalls. Airflow keeps phrases connected. 4. Functional speech, 2 to 4 minutes. Record a 30 to 60-second voice note answering one prompt. For example, what helped me today? Listen back for just 1 to 2 specifics. For example, dropped endings, too fast. Re-record once with a single cue. For example, slower plus keep air. Y. Bridges drills to real-world speaking without overload. When to practice. Timing that helped. Morning window, often clearer speech. Use this for drills. Move first, then speak. 5 to 10 minutes of easy walking or gentle mobility can set a better state. Rising fitness base. Over months, building general fitness seemed to make my speech less volatile day to day, likely by improving energy availability and breath support. Progress was gradual but noticeable. R fatigue ladder. Green day, full 10 to 12 minutes plus a 5-minute top-up later. Amber day, 6 to 8 minutes. Prioritize steps 1 to 3. Red day, 3 to 4 minutes max. Breath plus 1 slow pata K set. Then stop before frustration. Troubleshooting. Quick fixes. Running out of air, shorten the phrase, inhale sooner, keep the exhale gentle. Mushy consonants. Slow down. Exaggerate mouth shapes, pause, then restart the word. Blocks/hesitations. Add a beat, tap/walk. Try a soft start on the next word. Stressful conversations. Give yourself a 60 to 90-second pre-call reset. Slow 4 to 6 breathing, 2 to 3 calm hums, and the first sentence deliberately slower. If possible, stand and open posture to free the breath. Late day drop-off. Switch to listening, breath work, or very light review. Save drills for tomorrow morning. Anxious with certain people? Plan a brief bridge phrase you can say calmly while you settle. For example, give me a second, okay? Go ahead. It buys breath and pace without pressure. A simple weekly rhythm, stroke safe. Monday/Thursday, full 10 to 12 minutes, steps 1 to 4. Tuesday/Friday, 6 to 8 minutes, steps 1 to 3, plus one real-life call or reading task. Wednesday, movement first day walk 10 to 20 minutes, then 6 minutes of steps 1 to 3. Saturday, brief review 4 to 6 minutes, or rest if read. Sunday, off or a 3-minute breath plus hum reset. Section 4. Your voice still matters. There were days I avoided phone calls because speaking took too much effort, and meetings where I stayed quiet. Over time, repetition became rhythm, rhythm became flow, and alongside a slow build in fitness and breath support, my speech grew clearer and more reliable. Not perfect, but enough to connect and be understood. On tense days or with certain people, it can still dip. On calmer days, it lifts. That variability makes sense, and it can be managed. Progress may feel slow. That doesn't mean it isn't happening. You are not stuck. You are rewiring. One breath, one word, one day at a time. Medical and references. Full medical, legal, and conflict disclaimers are contained in the written article, as are scientific references to support and scientific statements made.